Hey guys, we're back. We're going to be in a new game, and this is going to be the second episode of our new series, Silver to Diamond, where in each episode I talk about a specific concept. And in this game, it looks like we're facing all gold players. I think our elo is pretty inflated, considering I'm the only silver player on the team. But that's fine. Like we're still silver, we still have to climb out of it if our MMR is in this way. Maybe in the future, I'll take an account that's MMR is really messed up and carry it out of whatever elo it is. However, since we're here, we're gonna just our best to win this game. Now, what I'm gonna be doing this game is focusing on making decisive decisions and speed. Now, this concept of speed, I kind of touched in the other one. I talked about like how fast you clear can really help you and help you win games. So speed in your clearing and also speed in your decision making can really help you because it again helps save time. There might be a little bit of a theme here. Is these early fundamentals that I'm teaching you guys all revolve around saving time. Wherever you can save time, whether that be shopping faster, whether that be being decisive, whether that can be practicing your clear till you get faster. If there's any area you can really increase or save time as a jungler, then it's very useful. And we're going to be I guess I'm going to show you how important speed can be because it will show you places I can be where I otherwise wouldn't had I been slower. Okay, we're finally in game. Um, Again, we're not going to be thinking about other things like who should I gank, what's the win condition, what should I be playing for, or um, should I invade, should I not invade. We're literally just going to be clearing just like the last game because we're still in silver, just clearing and doing it fast. I kind of did the same thing last game. However, I didn't really express the importance of speed and just being decisive with the decisions I make. So the ward I placed here, this will stop people from late invades. So say the enemy team wants to invade me a little bit later than just like right away out of spawn. This will spot them out, and I won't phase check them and die since none of my other teammates are watching this. Luckily, I actually have this Kog'Maw watching my Tribush for me, which is kind of odd. Like this doesn't even happen in some of my games in Diamond, so that's pretty nice that he is watching the bush for us. And I have Kaisa and Mordekaiser watching my entrances as well. So this is kind of a rare occurrence, but this is really nice because if you have everyone watching your entrances, you know for sure that no one is going to be invading, right? Okay, starting our red buff, nothing special. It's going to look to a full clear towards top side. Standard full clear. And where speed really comes from is one practice. So like you're very comfortable with using your champion and making a plan. Because if you're thinking about something ahead of time, you don't really have to think about it in the moment. I see a lot of lower elo players do this. They kind of like try to make a plan on the spot, or they try to think about what they're doing on the spot when they need to be doing it as they're playing the game. Swain's flashy son? Interesting. Okay. Looks like Darius is pushing in my Mordekaiser, just what you would kind of expect to happen. It's kind of dangerous for me to just do my blue here. Oh shoot, I'm getting invaded. Interesting. This is fine. Like he can do this because he has pressure here. I can't really stop him from doing this unless I get help. Let's see. He has his red buff, right? See, they're committing really hard on me, but I'm not really looking to take the fight at all. Kaisa's coming over. Maybe I could do something. I know that he started red side. because he has red buff, right? So instead of panicking and trying to fight a fight that I'll lose, I'm just gonna go straight to his blue buff. And this is a really great example of how you can just use speed to advantage, because had I just waited and wasted too much time, then I would be behind, right? But since I'm quickly moving over, taking his camps now, like, I'm not gonna lose anything. Looks like my bot lane died. It's okay. And he took 2 of my camps, so I'm going to take 2 of his camps as we see him crossing over to the other side of the jungle. It's kind of dangerous for me to go for this crab because my bot lane is recalling right now. So I'm actually just going to queue over the wall and do my crux that have just respawned. He can't gank bot lane, but he can probably look for mid. Yeah, and that's what he did right here. And it looks like he flashed. We saw that Swain flashed before, and if there's no ward here, yeah, there's no ward here, so I can look for a gank onto the Swain here. That's a nice, easy, nice play. Okay, a nice flash E by the Taric there. He kind of set up the kill for me. And with that pressure, it looks like I'm going to decide to go for this dragon here. It's kind of risky, but I just killed somebody bot lane. So it's 2v2, 2v1 in the bot lane. So I can go for this. I could look to counter gank here. Yeah, he's committing and he has no flash, right? So I'm going to actually stop dragon and quickly run over here, pick up a potential kill. Okay, it looks like my team actually didn't need me, and they ended up killing the Jarvan anyways. But I don't lose too much time. Like, it could have gone worse if Kai'Sa didn't show up, and me going there doesn't cost me too much. So I'm still ahead of the Jarvan in terms of what I want to do. Like, I'm going to be picking up a dragon. He's dead. He has to reset, go into his base. He was trying to, like, be aggressive against me and trying to put me behind. But I'm still ahead of him in terms of like what I want to do. I'm getting this dragon. And that's all because of decisive thinking. I'm being fast with my thinking and what I want to do. And it's allowing me to stay ahead of him, even putting in uncomfortable situations. It looks like Timo's going to pick up a solo kill on my mid laner. Okay. So let's just go back down to my bot side where our red buff is spawning. And just clear up. I don't like to hold waves for people who I can get really heavily damaged against in the early game because it's too risky for me and I'll lose speed, right? So some people may be like, oh, why didn't you just cover the way for Kai'Sa when she died? Well, I have a reset. I want to get back on the map and then continue clearing my camps. I'm going to lose my tempo. So I guess another word or term for this word speed is we call in League of Legends in tempo. So pretty much if I'm ahead of what the Jarvan wants to do, that means that I have tempo over him. So if my initial idea is, oh, I want to get dragon early on, you know, I could probably gank this. If I want to get tempo early on, that I can look for something there. How is this guy level 6 already? This Swain. Oh, this is worded. I'm going to just walk away. Since they know I'm here, right? There's no reason to waste my time. They put another ward down there. Oh, my key bindings. I can't see that there's a ward there. Okay, I'll just remember that. I need to fix the key bindings on this account so I can actually see when there's a ward. Or ping that there's a ward there. I'm going to ping danger there because there's a ward there and she's stepping on it so they can just see her roaming there. If there was no vision... Oh, okay. Well, I'm level 5 or level 6 and he's level 5. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wow, I was not even paying attention there. I wasn't looking at the fact that Darius was coming into my topside jungle again, the second time. Very strong play by them. I wasn't paying attention. I was kind of looking at the bot lane trying to commentate about what was happening there. But nonetheless, I'm not gonna fret, not gonna worry. If he's gonna continuously come and invade my top side, I'll just invade their bot side, and he's gonna have to pretty much play alone the Mordekaiser, and I'm gonna play around the bot side. Now this is another advanced concept called vertical jungling that I'm not really gonna explain too much on, but pretty much if someone is constantly invading you in this way, where you know, they're in your jungle, they can kill you, the enemy top laner has pressure, then you pretty much have to just play on the other side of the map. The enemy teams like get a tent. It's funny because the enemy teams constantly invading my my top side, so I kind of have to do this, right? Okay. So, unfortunately, I didn't get the kill on onto the Jarvan. Like Kalen's like they're like kind of confused why I'm coming here. Like it's not really a surprise. Shouldn't be. Maybe I can steal this. Oh shoot. Okay, their whole team collapsed on me. This is a pretty hard game. Like I'm losing, I'm dying and stuff. So this is gonna be a good one. Good one for sure. I'm trying to really stick to like just basics, so I'm not trying to do anything too crazy. Just like if they invade my top side, okay, I'll invade their bot side. But it's not working out for us. However, as long as we stick to our core principles, I'm sure we're still going to win this game. Even with the deaths I have, even with the lead the enemy team has, I'm very confident in this elo. If we play it out like with just basic fundamentals, oh god, that was not good. We can win the game. So I can't really gank bot lane here because my Swain just got pushed out of lane. I'm not going to clear the ward. I'm going to let my Kog'Maw do it. You know what? So because Teemo's low here, if he uses Q on me, I can probably kill him. It's going to be a little bit rough. Maybe if he was closer to the side, I could Q him over the wall. Well, I'll start with R. So... Oh, he got his Q back up really fast. I thought I could just Q back in and kill him there, but nope, I'm dead. Okay. Hopefully, my Mordekaiser can do something with the damage I did. Yep. Too bad I didn't get the assist, but nevertheless, doing okay. And you see, like, Mordekaiser's kind of just chill. Like, even though he's being pushed in, he's not, like, overcommitting and dying. He was 0-0-0 in lane, which is really nice. And Darius is randomly, like, coming bot lane, so I can finally go on my top side jungle without getting contested, which is nice. Considering it's like a Darius Jarvan top lane, it's very, very high pressure. There's a lot of strength that they have in the early game, so nothing too crazy. Like they're just kind of playing to what their champions do, and that's fine. Like if they're gonna go for those early dragons, by all means, go for them, right? Yeah. Okay, there's no real gank here. It's really unfortunate. My bot lane's getting 4-man dove. They're not gonna get anything out of it either. But I'm just clearing Rift Herald. I cleared Rift Herald because I knew that their team was bot lane. They're showing on vision. So I'm just gonna take the free objective. And now I'm just clearing my camps quickly. Just being decisive, making quick decisions. Not panicking that I'm behind. Like the game is 100% still winnable. It's not in a bad spot. Now here, this is going to be a little bit rough. I have to kind of hold the wave, but it's against a Teemo. The thing is, the reason why I couldn't kill this Teemo before was because... Oh, he just used his Q. Okay, hopefully. Oh, one more auto attack would have killed him. So I used Q. I went in there because I wanted to get the kill. He used his Q, and if I was a little bit faster, probably could have killed him. So even if I made a mistake, it's okay. And getting the Teemo fed, which is not good, but we can still make it work, guys. I believe me. Even though I'm feeding in this gold game, I'm still heavily convinced like we're gonna win this game. Not because I'm like, oh, I'm a higher ranked player, I can do this. I can out mechanically play them. Like I'm still dying. Bad things are happening in this game. But as long as we stick to just the fundamentals, just clearing and being fast, like I can win this game. And they took my bot side, my red buff, but they didn't take my Krugs, which is nice. I don't have my R right now, so I don't really want to look for anything. I can't really look for a kill by myself. Looks like my Mordekaiser is doing the best on our team. So pathing towards him is gonna be pretty nice, right? Jeez, he's putting like shrooms in my jungle and stuff. That's pretty crazy. These players are pretty aggressive, like compared to the last set of players. The skill difference is definitely there. Can definitely feel it. Uh, yeah. If I walked over there, I'd just be wasting time. So no point of walking over there. Just gonna continue clearing my camps. Looks like Mord has TP if this guy starts pushing this tower. Looks like the enemy team is going for our mid lane, our tower. I can't really stop them. It's 3 people. Okay. Yeah. It's like that's a weird TP. They might collapse on me here first, but if I clear this fast, I can quickly shove this in and then put down this Rift Herald and then rotate over. I'm probably going to look to, because they're all bot lane right now, I'm gonna just go and see if I can take this any camps in this guy's topside jungle. Because it looks like he's actually cleared all of his jungle. Unfortunately, we see Darius here. I'm level 10 and he's level 9 because he's been roaming. And my Mordekaiser is level 12. So let's go back, pick up our tier. Let's get our Ionian boots. Let's get back on the map. And look at that. I've died 4 times, but because I've just been clearing and not wasting my time doing stupid things, I'm still a level ahead of the Jarvan. You guys understand that? Yeah, they're securing the dragon there. Which is good. That's good for them. They're getting some early pressure. I'm gonna stick around right here because it looks like their entire team is here. But Taric is not with us, so we can't really fight. If Taric was with us, we could definitely look for a fight. This is a really hard game. Like Caitlyn counters us. Teemo's a heavy counter because he can block my auto attacks. I pretty much have to like avoid Teemo in these fights because if I try to fight him, he's just gonna Q me and I'm not gonna be able to do damage to any target, right? The enemy team looks like they're all playing towards the top side of the map with the Taric and the Mordekaiser. Taric is kind of like trying to play with them. So I'm instead of like trying to rush down the other side of the map, I'm just gonna look for the bot side. Okay, he has no camps. I'm gonna hit the sweeping orb on here. It looks like his blue is up and his Gromp is spawning. I'm gonna push in our bot lane, get the free gold, right? Put some pressure on the tower. I see Jarvan top lane, so I can go into his bot side of the map and start taking his camps. Now, usually you want to take wolves and then Gromp so you can be faster about it, but I saw Teemo rotating over, and some people might be coming here right now. It's a little bit risky, but we're gonna take a little risk and see if we can grab his wolves without being contested. Okay, let's make sure we don't hit the plant so we don't show where we are and get out safely. Yeah. Now, just gonna go over to my wolves. Looks like Tarek wants to go up here, but we don't have mid lane power. We see people missing on this or people coming towards the top side of the map right here. We don't have numbers, so we're not gonna take a losing fight. It's kind of dangerous to be here because they have numbers on us, right? So there's 4 people here, right? I can't really fight, so I just have to escape. Unlucky that he took my camp there. So if they're gonna be putting 4 people top lane, right? I can just go mid lane and then shove the wave. Be fast about it. Put pressure on them. If they want to be lollygagging around in my jungle, I'm gonna shove the wave here. And now they have to respond to me. Like, I'm hitting their tower. Caitlyn's cut off from their team. Boom, free tower. Yeah, he's missing his abilities on me. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna just end up dying there. I didn't know that Caitlyn's gonna put the trap there, but unfortunately she did, and I end up dying. Like, I'm dying continuously in this game, but I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna end up winning the game. Like, even though they're ahead like this, I'm gonna exert pressure in the places where they're not, where they're continuously grouped, and we're gonna win the game. You'll see. I may have to add some more advanced concepts into the into my games if I'm gonna be facing higher players like this, because if I do continuously just play very simple, it's going to be very linear and I'm not gonna have very many options and you guys will get stuck doing the same thing. But I want to show you, like, even at this level, we're still at a level where we can get away with just the bare bones fundamentals, right? It's like Kaisa is going in for this guy. Nice, she gets a shutdown. And now my team is grouped up mid lane. Perfect. Now we can finally probably go for a decent fight, considering that we're all grouped up here. Caitlyn's up here. Looks like Mordekaiser's TPing behind her. This is actually pretty good play for him because he can get the shutdown onto the Caitlyn for himself. It's like, there we go. And I can just R this guy. Hopefully my team follows up with me. And I pick up a shutdown on the Teemo, which is really nice. Now I can probably look for pressure and take dragon here with my team because there's 3 of us now. I'm gonna just take this crab really quick. We see Jarvan and the Darius, so we do have to be a little bit careful. If they start the dragon, we can definitely contest it. We just have to wait for Kog'Maw to come over. No, they're not on it right now. They're probably waiting for Teemo to get here. But now I have 4 people with me. I can comfortably take a fight here. And we're just going to burst down this Darius that's walking into 4 people here. And the Caitlyn's going to walk into us. I'm going to ult onto the Teemo. And he's going to die. And my Kog'Maw is getting a Quadra. So, okay. Again, I didn't do anything crazy. I'm literally just with my team picking targets who are running into me. Even though I've died so many times, I'm still very useful because I've just been farming my camps and being relevant. Like, I have gold and experience on me. Taking free gold and just being there with my team in the mid game. And I told you guys, like, even though we're behind, we're going to win this game because of the way I'm playing. I should probably base here because I have my power spike. But since this guy's actually taking my Gromp, I'm gonna do my wolves as well, just so my camps are not desynchronized. So if like he takes one camp, then they're not gonna be coming back off of the cooldown at the same time. So that's why I have to take both, right? It's another concept right there. A small concept for you guys. If you're gonna take one side of your quadrant, you want to make sure that you take the other camp as well. So if you're gonna do Gromp, you want to do wolves as well, just so that they spawn together, and that will increase your efficiency, and it's a lot faster. Like you don't want to just wait for one camp to respawn. See, like my bot quadrant's desynchronized right now. Oh shoot, I'm not even paying attention. They're all on my bot side, but we're all here, so okay. I'm just gonna run away. I saw a little opportunity to go for the Caitlyn, so I took it, but looks like Jarvan like kind of peeled me off. Okay, I'm not really paying too much attention in these fights here. Mord, you gotta ult somebody. Oh, he ends up dying. So this is a pretty bad position for us. Like we just ended up dying here. I'm not really paying attention. Like maybe I went for the play and it was a little bit risky because my team looked like they were playing very passive towards the enemy team. Oh, looks like the Swain is a little bit cut off here. See, like, I'm kind of blatantly ignoring the enemy team when they're not on vision. I should be tracking them, but I'm not even doing that. Like, even with all these bad deaths that I'm having, you can still win your games really easily just with clearing fast. Like, I'm pretty much ahead of everyone on their team in terms of gold, other than maybe Caitlyn has more gold than me, a little bit more gold. Yeah, I'm gonna just clear out this bot side. My entire top side is spawning, but the reason why I'm clearing this is so that they're gonna have to send someone here to stop the minion wave from pushing. It's really important to clear out your side lanes in the mid game stages of the game, right? Because you can just grab those free objectives if no one comes. The wave will bounce back. Okay. Looks like the enemy team is taking my camps. They're setting up Teemo streams all in my jungle. Looks like they're all setting up to do Baron right now. Yeah. Okay. Swain walked up. So did Teemo. I'm gonna just hold on to my R for the Caitlyn. I guess that's another concept I'm talking about there too. Holding on to like really strong abilities for priority targets, like really strong targets. The enemy team, they're really wanting to set up for he could easily steal this to drive in here because he has vision. Okay. Okay, we can just turn onto them. Still saving my R for the Caitlyn. Okay. Now I know Jarvan is here. So I'm gonna have to smite steal this. Make sure that he dies. Okay. Or not smite steal it, secure it with my smite, right? Now see how, again, I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm literally just grouping with my team and the enemy's walking up and they're making mistakes and I can just easily kill them. The reason why I'm so confident I'm still going to win these games, by the way, guys, is because I'm very, even though I'm under a lot of pressure from the enemy team, I'm very convinced that they're still going to make a lot of mistakes where they just misstep and I can easily punish them for doing things like that. Like Teemo and the Swain, like they thought they were stronger than they were facing 5 people. So they just took a cue to the face and ended up dying like the Swain. And even though I died in the early game a million times, the Jarvan invaded me, the Darius invaded me, the Darius put pressure bot lane, 4-man dive bot lane. Like, you don't need to panic in these situations. You can literally just sit back, relax, farm your camps, take what's free on the map, and win the game like that. Okay. And now I'm gonna get a huge power spike once I get my rare mana. Boom. Now I'm huge. Okay. I'm going to go for the Edge of Night this game because the Edge of Night versus the Teemo is going to be really nice. I can start blocking those shrooms. I'm going to start blocking those shrooms and his Q. Thankfully, the Kaisa actually gives me my R, or my wolf camp. Really nice. The Terra kind of baits in. Kind of baits in this guy from me. Just dodge the Yeah, I was just gonna dodge the team mushroom just so it didn't slow me there. And the speed from the blue smite actually helped me catch up. And you see how I'm stronger than their entire enemy team. Take a look at their Swain for a second. This guy's okay. Okay, I thought he was a laner for a second, but he's not. I thought he just had really low CS, but I'm wrong. But just press tab and look at my CS compared to everyone else's. I'm literally the strongest player on my team right now. And all I did was farm. Like, literally, that's all I did. I didn't do anything crazy. I literally just farmed in places where I could get free gold. And I got this strong just from farming. Now, I may have like some strength or some game knowledge where I know that I can take some fights. Just because I have some understanding of using my champion. Hopefully I can. Oh, okay, that's unfortunate. Now I wanted to like Q over on the other side of the blast plant and E so I can get my shield and escape. A little risky going for the invade there, but I had Mordekaiser, so I was a little bit confident. And Teemo is still a big threat to me because of just how he interacts with my champion. So I got blinded there and he just melted me with the Swain. But nevertheless, my team came and helped me. The invade was kind of successful considering we picked off the Darius really quickly. Alright. So we're in the later stages of the game. I'm just going to buy this Elixir of Wrath because I can't buy anything else right now. So I want to utilize all the gold that I have near the end of the game. I'm predicting that the next few fights are going to be determine whether we win or lose. So I'm going to be as strong as I can. I think, how much gold do I need? I need a little bit more gold for my Edge of Night. I need 639. Once I get that 639 gold, I'll be in a really good spot because Teemo won't be able to just like dump all over me. Speed, guys, speed. Speed is the reason why I'm ahead of everyone else, even though I died 4 times in the early game. Imagine if I didn't die a single time, right? If I didn't die a single time in this game, I would be even stronger than everyone else because I would be alive for longer. I'm gonna give her the cannon. She doesn't tilt. Okay, I killed the Caitlyn, but I ended up dying because I got blinded. Now, again, if I had my auto attack available, I could fight them all there and actually win. But we finally get the Edge of Night, and now we can deal with the Teemo, who's been like the main reason we keep dying. Okay. Last item, I can pretty much go anything I want that's like damage. I can go anything that's damage. It might be nice to go some defensive stats too. That stance is okay. Like nothing. It's really hard to go wrong in the very end of the game when you're getting your last item. Oh, unfortunate that the okay, the Tarek ult still comes off even though he dies, so that's pretty big. And looks like the Caitlyn can't join the fight because she has to protect their base. Interesting. The Kaisa is really confident that she'll kill the the J4 there. Just gonna quickly grab my thing here. Just gonna focus on doing the dragon. Like my team has got the Swain there. I don't have to like force anything. Maybe let's invade the Jarvan's bot side. Yeah. So he used just Q on me. He's dead. Yeah, like even the Mordekaiser is very surprised at how strong I am because I've died a lot this game. He's like, what? He's like, what? How are you that strong, right? It's funny. Yeah. Yeah, easy kill on the Caitlyn there. I thought she was going to go for the wave mid lane. That's exactly what she did. Oh, I didn't realize there was no minion wave here, but I can still take this tower. Yeah. That's my grump, sir. Okay, it looks like Tarek and Kog'Maw are doing Baron. I don't know if there's vision in the pit though, so I'm gonna walk over quickly. The bushes, when I touch them, they make me go faster because of blue smite. Keep that in mind. So I can easily rotate to different fights really fast. That's why I really like blue smite on like this assassin setup I'm running right now. Dropped a ward, just gonna clear it fast. I don't want to be slow. I got spotted on vision. Okay. Because I'm fast, I actually escaped there. And the Darius committed his ghost on me, so he's not gonna have it in the next fight, which is really nice. Let's go kill Darius top lane, why not? He's kind of overextended. I bet you the enemy team were very sure and adamant they were gonna win this game. But again, all you have to do is stick to fundamentals and farming. You don't need to look for kills all the time. You go for the free kills, man, honestly. Darius is gonna die. Like I said, Darius early game champion, not the strongest late game. And my team's just ending the game for us, so. I was not worried at all about this game. I knew we were gonna win because I know people make mistakes in this elo. And if you're in this elo, there's no excuse, even if you go 4 deaths in the early game, not to win, as long as you stick to the fundamentals of just being fast and not fast and just efficient with your clearing. Like I never for once in the entire game walked back over, crossed over my pathing to reach somewhere with no purpose. My pathing was always very, very clear cut and efficient. And you'll see here amount of gold that I got. Look at that, 1700 gold. This is all just from efficient clearing, guys. Just going for the free gold on the map. Now, the Timo is flaming his team. It's super tough watching you all play. Look at that. We even got S minus on this game, even though we died the most in the entire game. Like we're tied with the Timo for most deaths. The reason is because even most damage too. Okay, the reason is because we're clearing fast and we're making decisive decisions. Don't get panicked when you see the enemy team is very aggressive and whatnot. Now, there's a ton of other things I could have done. in this game, and we're gonna hop into the review. I'm gonna show you a few things that I would have done to avoid a lot of those deaths that happened. Okay, and I'll see you there. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back into the game, and this is where I just finished clearing my raptors, right? And I moved over to my my wolves, right? Let's just put the POV on me. Okay, so normally, if you look at their comp, Jarvan, Darius, I see the Darius getting shoved in here. I didn't even see that he ganked here. To be honest, I was just talking to you guys. But I would be looking at my minimap, and I would have spotted the fact that the Jarvan was there, but I wasn't really paying attention too often. But I would not have even gone for this pathing, right? Like, this pathing is very dangerous, especially into a very aggressive early game jungler and a very strong early game top laner. So this game, I would not even go for this pathing. The pathing I would have gone for is actually the reverse clear. I told you guys about in the last game why I really like the reverse clear, the clear where I go red, blue, gromp. Remember the last video I did the exact same pathing, right? Where I go red, blue, gromp, and then I could decide to go top, mid, wolves. There's a secret little tip here about the reverse clear that actually uh, it's a bonus. Now, the reason why the reverse clear is also a really good option is because it protects you against invades like these. Now, if you want to secure both buffs on your jungle, in your jungle, and don't want to get invaded, the reverse clear is a great option, because what it does is you clear your camp so fast, the enemy jungler doesn't have time to get your buff like right away. Like, he doesn't have time to invade you. Now, Jarvan, what he could do, because there's a Jarvan, is he could go red to my blue, but we know again he didn't start on that side of the map. He started actually no, he started on the red side of the map. So he definitely could have gone for a play like that. Now if that happened, I go red and then to my blue, I could it's gonna be hard to fight him, but I probably would not even fight him here. I would probably just hover around my jungle and see if I have someone to help me. If no one's helping me, then I really can't do anything. I just have to concede my top side of my jungle, and I waste a lot of time. That's a huge W for him if he does that. If I go for the reverse clear where I do red, blue. But again, I wasn't even paying attention to the who started where. So let's go ahead and look at who started on what side of the map to see if who got unleashed, right? So we see the bot lane come first, right? Bot lane is coming first, so we could assume that Jarvan is starting on the top side. Now, if I even paid attention to this, I would consider, like, I can invade his bot side, right? I could do red, go straight, take level 2, and then go straight into his bot side and start clearing here. Or I could go, I could clear my bot side and then invade. Or I could go for my bot side and then look for a bot lane gank. That's very, very strong pathing right now, especially for power farm junglers that get invaded early on. I'm not really a power farm jungler as Vi. She's more like a level 3 power spec champion. But yes, this is definitely an option you could go for to stop this idea of where Jarvan could go red into my blue buff, right? Say another thing I could do is, if I'm predicting the fact that he could go red to my blue, I could just, instead of using this ward for to protect me against invasions, I could use my ward and just recall here and drop my ward on my blue. So if he does red to my blue, I will know I go to his blue in response, right? If he's showing on vision, hopefully, like, my team has a chance to react and can collapse on him. Although it may be a little bit difficult or dangerous because Jarvan's pretty strong and it's a Darius top lane. Also, Teemo's pretty strong early on in the early game. But they would have the opportunity to collapse on Jarvan here. So there's so many different ways to avoid those very dangerous scenarios where I get invaded in the top side. And in my higher elo games, I always consider this. I always have a pre-game analysis where I'm considering what can happen. What type of jungler is Jarvan? What type of top laner am I facing? Is he gonna have pressure? I'm thinking about my lane matchups where I can probably anticipate who's gonna have priority, who's gonna have the push, and can help me help defend against invades or invade with me if I decide I want to invade, right? If we look on the Jarvan side, um, he uses he does this. He does a very interesting clear. Now this clear has actually been pretty strong lately, so I'm surprised that I'm seeing it in this elo. Like I usually see this type of clearing on um aggressive junglers in higher ranks around diamond, around master tier and above. He even skips his raptor. That's a little bit weird. But yeah, going for this red raptor's Krugs where he limits his pathing to either just invading or ganking top lane. I'm actually glad that he decided to invade me rather than go for an impactful gank onto my Mordekaiser, because I would rather soak pressure on myself than my laners. That's another high concept. Like, it's better for your jungler to be behind than for your laners to be behind, because if your laners are behind, you'll never be able to make a play as a jungler. You see, he sweeps the bush here. Now he has a lot of pressure. Look, he's creating a lot of pressure here, just standing here. Because if I walk into him, I'm gonna die here. If I ever go for like a level 3 gank right away, I'm most likely gonna die. But you see how he's under a lot of pressure? It also puts my jungle under a lot of pressure because Mordekaiser most likely can't help me. He's got a fat wave he has to farm, so if he wants to come help me, he has to get his wave first. So I took all the pressure. The Jarvan took my blue and my Gromp. But consider this. Say I went for the red, blue Gromp clear. What would have happened is I would have saw the fact that the Darius is pushed in, and I'd be like, hey, this is a fat wave. I'm not gonna go for this gank. It's dangerous. And then I would just go towards my wolves, and I could start clearing down raptors into my Krugs. Maybe look for a mid gank here, right? And that's the power of the reverse clear. Now with Jarvan specifically, he can do the level 2 invade. There's some other champions who can do it. Kindred can jump over this wall. Graves can jump over this wall. I right now I'm permanently banning Kindred in all my games, so that's not gonna happen to me. However, Graves can hop this wall and then path down into my blue here and fight me on blue, which is very dangerous. Like, Graves is really strong early, especially when I don't have Q. He can really mess me up here. But that's why we have that next step in concepts is going to be that pre-game analysis where I look at each champion on my team, look at each champion on the enemy team, and determine who's gonna have priority. I did notice the Darius went missing, and I was considering that Jarvan could invade me here. I was. So instead of just so you may think, oh, I'm wasting time doing this, right? Like, just standing here waiting around. What I'm looking for is seeing if any of my teammates are going to react. Are they going to just hold on to the wave, or are they going to come over and help me? Now, if we all come together and fight, it's going to be 3v3, and maybe we can take that early fight, right? Who knows? We might win it. Usually we wouldn't take that fight though against the Darius and Jarvan, but I would already have that pre-assessed if I did some pre-game analysis and be like, okay, I'm not going to be fighting this top lane. I'm not going to be pathing towards this top lane because it's very dangerous for me. Normally I would never path this way, but again, I'm just trying to be simple for your guys' sake. And if you find yourself in these situations, how you would deal with them, right? So I find myself here, and I'm not just waiting for no reason. I'm waiting to see if my teammates will respond. I'm also waiting to see if Jarvan is just going to wait here with me. Like, if he starts doing the camp, he puts himself at danger, so he has to make sure that the Darius comes over to help him do this. So I'm just waiting here. I'm at the very edge, just so I can see if someone pops out here and tries to chase me, right? So I walk over a little bit, and we see the ward come over. We see Jarvan over here. We're outside of his range too. He can't EQ me. And luckily, he also started doing his camp where he used his EQ. Now, Darius used Ghost on me here. I'm like, okay, I'm not really looking to fight at all. I'm just going to run away. And I'm like, okay, as soon as this happens, I'm like, okay, now I've decided I'm conceding my camp, and I'm going to go and take his bot side. And that's exactly what I would do in this situation in higher elo. Like, I see Kaisa kind of come over. I'm like, nah, we're not. The team was missing too, so I'm not even going to take the fight, right? You get some vision, see him doing my Gromp. And Teemo's like pinging, I'm coming here. She takes the blast plan away. That's pretty smart, so they can't really chase him. Now, if the bot lane was really good at the game, I would be screwed here because the Jarvan could ping, oh, Vi's going to go for my bot side, right? I don't even think he's thinking about that. He's just going to go for the crab here. And I can get away with this. But, you see, I'm trying to make the best out of a bad situation here in this game. But normally in this game, I would never do a full clear into a Darius Jarvan matchup. It's terrible to do that. I would most likely go for the reverse clear, or I would just like start on my blue and then path down into my Kog'Maw Taric lane, which is really strong. Like Taric can set up ganks really easily with his stun here that you can see he's setting up a fight right now. And it's very easy to land Q off of that. He can set up a gank very easily for me. And Mordekaiser, he can kind of do that. But Darius is just straight up stronger in terms of stats. Because if he gets his 5 passives proc on any one of us, he can literally 2v1 us. That's why I would most likely never path towards this lane in the first place. But again, just use it. Basic fundamentals. Just clearing efficiently, being fast with my clearing. I do the Gromp. I'm like, okay. If blue and Gromp is all I can get, I'm not going to greed for the wolves. I see the Jarvan pathing down. I see my Taric resetting. And I see the Caitlyn and Swain pushing in. So this crab is extremely dangerous to go for. I can't go for this crab. I have to Q over the wall and just run away. So it looks like Jarvan immediately uses his abilities on the crab. Funny that he missed the flag and drag on the crab. But let's just say he's a good player for his own rank, right? He invaded me. He did a good job asserting pressure. Now I'm just going to go to my Krugs. Clear my Krugs. And let's fast forward. And I look for this gank here. So I had someone ping the Swain's flash a little bit earlier. And the ping was right. Paying attention to pings is another thing, another concept, another small concept to know that you can go for this. Now, my target is the Swain because we know for sure he doesn't have a flash, right? So if I just come behind him, look, Taric lands a beautiful flash E on him, and he's dead. Now, look at this. I ganked one time, right? I ganked one time. But you see, the enemy team was complaining that I was camping bot lane. It's not really that I was camping bot lane. I was just clearing the vision around bot lane. And that made them very uneasy. So they were like, oh my god, Vi, you're camping bot lane. Oh my god, the tent here. Where really I didn't have much of a choice. Because I was constantly getting invaded in my top side, right? Now, this is a gank I would 100% go for in my elo. The only thing is I would consider not doing this gank. If there is vision in this bush, because we just saw Jarvan clearing the crab over here and he could easily counter gank me, so it would be a little bit dangerous. I'd have to play a lot more slow, right? But luckily the Taric did a nice play, and I start the dragon here. We get a kill. I start the dragon. This is another play that I would go for in my games. We see Jarvan coming down here. Now, this is the difference that I would do in my game over this game, right? Or in my high elo games over this game. I would actually not stop doing this dragon. And the reason for it is, one, I would trust my higher elo teammates to be able to 2v1 this guy. I know normally Kog'Maw Taric can easily kill Jarvan together, even if Taric is low HP. But I lack trust in this elo, so I decided I'm gonna walk down here just in case something goes bad, right? That's why I did this decision. In my own games, I would most likely just stay on the dragon, not waste any of my own time, and invest it in my bot lane. I would just take the dragon and trust that they can survive this gank, right? So look, he even misses the flag and drag, or he doesn't miss it. He actually gets the knockup, but Like the Kog'Maw's autoing the minion. Like I don't know what's going on. Like they're kind of playing the fight a little weird. Like Tarek was in a position where he could have dodged the flag and drag. He did get the stun on, which is nice. Unfortunate he got the kill when his Kog'Maw could have just easily taken it. I even show myself on this ward here. Actually, no. Yeah, there is a ward here. I show myself on this ward and I get pinged, right? Had I just continued doing the dragon, I would never have shown on the minimap, and that would be huge because the enemy team would still be under pressure. Like, Darius wouldn't know where I was, so he would be a little bit reluctant to take any crazy fights, right? But again, now Jarvan is dead, and Caitlyn coming off of her reset. She can't really stop me, so I can pick up this dragon for free, right? Yeah. Now, a few more things. Let's go over my death over here. Okay. Here, this is just a mechanical misplay. I thought I was very in the clear to just play it slow and beat this guy because I know I have level 6, he's level 5. Even though I'm lower HP, I get my shield right here when I Q him. Auto to another auto. I don't have my E up right now, but I'm not ulting him right away. The reason why I'm not ulting him right away is because if I can sneak in some little bit more DPS, wait for my E cooldown to come up, then I can chain R auto E and it will guarantee that I kill this guy. This guy's so close to me right now that I don't really need to like use any of my gap closers. I can just run him down with my autos, right? Now the situation changed as soon as I saw the Darius here. And I made a big mistake here. I was greedy and I wanted to just kill the Jarvan. I'm like, okay, I'm using my R here. I want to kill this guy. But what I should have done is when I canceled the Darius's E, I should have just flashed over and escaped, ran to my Kaisa, and then I could have taken the 2v2. So instead of flashing over right away, I continue auto Eing. I think my E is up in 2 seconds, so auto might have killed him here. I flash over, but that gives the Darius enough time to ult me. The Kiano, like I think she hits the right target. I'm not sure. He gets Triumph proc, so he gets to survive more. Like he takes 2 autos from the Kaisa and lives, and then the Darius is able to chunk her down for almost all of her HP because that's just how Darius works. And we both die, right? So it would have been better for me to just flash away from this situation. And also in hindsight, when I'm paying attention to my minimap, I would not get caught off guard. A lot of people ask me like, how do you avoid dying in the game? Like I'm dying here. It's mainly because you're not tracking what's happening on the map. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not tracking where this guy is going. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that Darius was top lane. I was more paying attention to the fact I'm trying to commentate my games, right? This is a little bit new for me, so I'm going to be lacking in some of these concepts when I try to commentate my games. But nonetheless, we still won this game with our core concept idea of speed. Speed beat everyone in this game. I literally beat my own teammates in terms of gold near the end. And these are the main things I want to show you, like that you could have changed to alter this game state. Like going for this full clear is a bad idea, but we're not really at the stage where we're making pre-game analysis, are we? I'm not even thinking about like where I'm pathing. I'm just doing a basic full clear, right? And that is just to prove to you guys you don't need advanced concepts to get out of these elos. Like this is gold 2, gold 1. A lot of people are not even at this elo, and I have clients asking me like, how do I avoid dying here? How do I do this? I'm like, well, you can do this, but if you just focus on these basic concepts, like you don't even have to worry about that yet, right? Like I'm ahead of everyone in gold in this game. Maybe I said the Caitlyn's a little bit ahead because she has a lot of kills, right? She has a little bit more gold than me. She has like maybe 100, 200 more gold. But just because I'm clearing a lot, I got some free kills in this game. I'm ahead of everybody, and that's gonna wrap up this post game analysis. I just wanted to show you like how you can avoid like these early deaths over here and this early pressure. I did do my best in the early game to avoid like try to make the best out of the bad situation, but I would never find myself in this situation if I were paying attention to my own elo, right? Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you get some more confidence, even in those games where you have a really rough start. Everyone has rough starts to your game. You have to make sure you guard your mentality. Guard your mentality like it's your heart. Like if someone touches it, you're gonna die. So if you guard it, you can just climb. I'm telling you guys, don't get tilted when you die. It's not worth it. Just try to figure out the best thing to do. Even if you lose, at least you learn something where you can adapt and overcome whatever obstacle you face in your solo queue games, right? All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Classical Kill out.